How's everybody doing today? We're like 2 days away from ringing in the new year. Oh, thank you so much. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. All right, so Daphne is number 1 on the list. All right. Okay. We got a whole thing happening. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, there we go. So YouTube, thank you so much for being here. If you want to reading, let me know in the comments. And okay, so I have Daphne is on my list. Daphne. Sharon. And oh, shoot, I can't remember the name. Is it Tasha? I can't remember. EKW42 Keith. Okay, sorry. There we go. Thank you. See, it doesn't say your name, so I get all messed up on Instagram. Okay, so are we all ready for the new year? How are we what are we putting out for energy in the new year? What is our New Year's resolution? Anybody? I'm going to read for Daphne first while I'm waiting for your guys' messages. Susan, oh my gosh, thank you. So sorry, Susan. Yes, I know this. I know this. All right, so Daphne, reading for you first. So just getting your energy out there. All right, Daphne, here we go. Okay, so the most important thing for you right now, Daphne, is to make sure that your boundaries are really strong. There's some expectations that you have that is creating conversations that are not very positive. So we want to be trying to use positive words to explain ourselves and actually get down to the core of the reason why we have these expectations. Around the next full moon, which I think we just finished a new moon last week, around the next full moon, we're going to have this really strong connection to the ancestors. So be careful of your boundaries there. All right. And then by the next new moon, so 2 weeks after the full moon, there's going to be some decisions that you're going to have to make. You're going to have to decide what decision is going to lift everybody up. That's going to be really important. Remember, the things that are happening to you are innocent in nature. They're there to teach you. They're not happening to you. They're happening for you. Really important. Positive thinking. So the thing that I'm getting about the boundaries is that you need to trust what intuition is telling you. It's going to be really important for you to trust the intuition, the intuitive impulses that you're getting. I feel what's happening right now is you're not always trusting what's coming in around intuitive. Okay, so we also have some negativity happening in the physical world. It's not telling me anything else, only that there's something that's going to take place probably that's not going to be a very comfortable situation in the physical realm. And that's all I have for you, Daphne. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. So next I have Susan. And I'm so sorry, Susan. There's another lady that follows too, and her name is Sharon. And I, for some reason, got you guys confused. All right. So reading for Susan. And okay, so here we go. Here we go, Susan. Okay, so there is, oh, we got some forgiveness work that needs to be done. Okay, so here we have a relationship that needs more communication, not everything has been laid out on the table here. So we need to allow more communication in the relationship. And I feel that the reason why there's not enough communication happening is because your expectations are really high. And there's a situation that took place in the past that has created these expectations. So there's some forgiveness work that needs to be done either towards yourself or towards others, or sometimes it's God, but whatever it is, whatever's happened has created this expectation inside of you that's kind of putting a wedge in being able to communicate what you're really feeling and going through in the relationship. And it could be preventing the other person from being able to communicate with you as well. We also have these situations that are coming up, and it's nobody's fault. These situations are coming up to help you, to push you into this forgiveness work that's you're being really called for. Be careful of your boundaries. So the boundary rune is on the outside of the situation, which tells me that try not to let outside influence how you're feeling and thinking in the situation. Sometimes those outside influences can drive us into different directions. Way up here, we have this new beginning that is a possibility for you right now. So you want to allow that new beginning to come forth and allow it to push you forward. Hopefully that makes sense for you, Susan. Hopefully that makes sense for you. Oh, awesome, Daphne. I'm so happy to hear that that was what that resonated with you. Awesome. Anybody who is watching, if you would like to get a reading, just put your name in the comments and I will get you down. Tasha Louise, you are on the list. And I'm reading for Keith next. Awesome. So happy to hear that, Susan. And again, so sorry that I didn't get your name right. Okay, Tasha, you're on the list. Next, I'm reading for Keith. Yep, Keith, you are up next. Here we go, Keith. Oh, okay. So Keith, we have a woman right in the center here. She's a very good woman. She is supporting you. She's, oh, thank you, Karen. Sorry, I'll get you on the list. There we go. Okay, so she's supporting you. This is a good person for you. She's a very positive influence for you, but there is a but here. Okay, again, we have these high expectations that's creating kind of a negative vibe around this person, even though this person's really good for you and wants the best for you. There's something here around it's like the expectations, there's forgiveness work. Your ancestors are trying to push to release these expectations. And I can't really tell if the expectations are yours or if they're hers. So, that's something to think about here. But either way, there's forgiveness work that needs to be done. And the ancestors are really trying to support this work. They're really trying to help with it. The work in the relationship is to communicate better, to get everything out on the table that needs to come out. You need to find what it is that fills your cup too. The best way to approach the world is to find what it is that fills your cup so that it's constantly overflowing. We have lots to offer the world. And they're really suggesting doing much more meditation around this so that you can understand better who you are and what you need. Oh, thank you so much, Karen. That's very sweet of you. Because you want to start to make the decisions that rises everybody up in the situation. So you want to be able to, oh, Lisa, you want to come live on the on the live? So you want to be able to lift everybody up in the situation. So I hope that makes sense for you, Keith. I hope that makes sense for you. The work that's required in your relationship right now, just keep focusing on communicating and trying to be as open as possible. That's funny, Lisa. I didn't think so. Okay, so next I have on my list, Tasha Louise. Let me know if you're still watching, Tasha Louise. And then I have Karen. If anybody else would like to get a reading, let me know. Good morning. We have somebody on YouTube. How are we doing this morning? Marie-France is getting a reading. I have you on my list. Oh, perfect, Keith. I'm happy. Okay, yes, of course, Lisa. Absolutely. Okay, Tasha, you're up next. Here we go. Reading for you. All right, Tasha. Okay, so we have a lot of expectations coming out today. Oh, and the forgiveness work. So really the core thing that you need to be working on, Tasha, is forgiveness. This is the biggest thing for you right now, because there's something here. It's like we're going to see a situation in particular that's really going to put this in your face around the next new moon, which is, I think we're about 3 weeks away. Hi, Sandra. And what's going to happen here is it's really going to show you how your expectations is actually not serving your true heart's desires. We're having a separation here. Your expectations are kind of deceiving your heart right now. And you want to be able to look at that and learn how to, like, even journaling is a really great way to get it all out so that you don't hold on to it and you can get to the core of what it is that you are looking for, that you truly want, that's truly going to make you happy. So just be careful here about expectations and how they are affecting your true heart's desires. We have this need here coming up around making the best decision possible for everybody involved. So that's going to be kind of difficult to do when our expectations are kind of clouding things around what your true heart's desires are, because your true heart's desires is what lifts everybody up. Watch the language that you're using too. There's sometimes that we're not using very positive language, and that can really affect how we're feeling inside. And we also have a need to watch our boundaries. Boundaries are a huge thing, right? We need to be able to, and being in touch with your true heart's desires is a huge part of that, and boundaries. So just be aware that you know, we're going to need to be making some decisions soon. You want to be doing that forgiveness work. So just even ask yourself, do I need to forgive myself? Do I need to forgive others? Do I need to forgive God? So all these aspects are all playing a role in this. So I hope that helps for you, Tasha. I hope that helps. All right, so we've got Sandra on the list and Zikar. Is that how I say that name? Ikar. Perfect. All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Awesome. Oh, blessings to you, Sheila. Oh, thank you, Sandra, so much for sharing. Truly appreciate that. So I just wanted to take a moment to and let everybody know that in January, I'm going to be running an inner child course, a class that concentrates on womb to 18 months. So there's a lot of clearing that can happen when we do this kind of healing work. And I just wanted to throw it out there that I'm going to be running this class. It's going to be online, live, and you also get one-on-one sessions along with it. So if it's something that you're really interested in learning more about, please reach out to me. Like and follow the page. I would love to see more of you as I go into this 2023 year. And yeah, so next I have on my list is Karen. Karen, are you still watching? Let me know when you're here, Karen Gibbons. Oh, thank you so much. And Happy New Year. Oh, awesome, Susan. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to reach out to you and we'll set up a time when we can actually meet and chat in person. Sheila Leonard, sure. Sheila, I'm still waiting to hear from Karen. After Karen, I have Marie-France. Marie-France, I'm going to read for you next. And Karen, it's for you. I have you, Zikar. You're on the list already. So right now I'm going to read for Marie-France. Marie-France. Oh, lost my light that time. Okay, so Marie-France, we're reading for you right now. Okay, so there's work that needs to be done and you're just not in the mood to get it done. Hey, it's like, nope, just don't feel like it. And actually it's not it's like creating a lot of harsh feelings and you just don't want to, you're not talking positive about it. It's the communication in the relationship. There's expectations. We really need to be doing a little bit more meditations around how to express ourselves more. So really focusing our meditations on how to find the words that you need to be able to express what you need from this relationship. Yeah. Because, oh boy, there's this feminine energy that's going to come forward here for you around the new moon, the next new moon, which I think we're in about 3 weeks away. 3 weeks away. This feminine energy is just not a positive influence on you. So you're going to have to work on your boundaries, communication. It may twist the relationship up into a little spiral. But just remember to keep doing what fills your cup, what you need, what you are, when our cup is full, we overflow it onto the world, right? So we want to make sure that we're doing what it is that you need for you so that this relationship doesn't kind of send you into this spiral. Watch your expectations around it. The more that we can let go of what we expect from the situation, the better. And that meditation around the right words to use will help a lot in diffusing the situation. And I hope that helps for you, Marie-France. Okay. So I haven't heard back from Karen yet. Sandra, I have you next, and then Zikar and Sheila. All right. So right now I am reading for Sandra. Sandra, are you still here? Sandra, Zikar, you're still here, I'm pretty sure. And then Sheila. Lindsay, did you want to get a reading? Okay, Sandra, here we go. And it's for you. Okay. So Lindsay, you're up next. You're welcome, Marie-France. I hope that helps. Okay. So this is for Sandra. Sandra. Okay. Okay, so the first thing that I'm seeing is, all right, so we got some forgiveness work to do. Okay. See, there's this new moon that's coming up is going to be a very powerful one, I think. Because I can see it's coming up in a lot of different readings. So that tells me that the moon phase that we're going to be going through is going to be triggering a lot of stuff in people. So, and it looks like it's all around relationships. And so for you, Sandra, it's going to be really important to keep your thoughts as positive as possible around some of the negativity that's going to be happening around the next new moon. There's going to be a need for forgiveness. So even if you just want to schedule in a forgiveness section and a forgiveness session around the next new moon will be very powerful for you. There is this feminine energy, very positive, upright, but everything is fated to work out well. So there's nothing really to worry about here, but remember, your internal world creates your external world. So this full moon coming up, if you spend a little bit more time doing your meditations and putting positive affirmations in the world and doing the work, then as this next new moon comes in, it's going to make it very smooth for you to get through what it is that's coming up for you. We have some root chakra work that's going to need to be done too around the next new moon. And the interesting thing about this is just to remember that everything is fated to work out well, but I feel like there's a little bit of your stability that's going to get shaken a little bit. And that could be just in relationships. It could be whatever it is, that root chakra is not going to feel safe for a little bit, but keep remembering that everything is going to turn out good, that it's fated to work out well, whatever is going on. So I hope that helps, Sandra. Hope that helps. All right. So Zikar, you're next. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to read for you next. All right, Zikar. Wow, negativity rune is just all over the place today. Okay, so there is a feminine influence again. Okay. So for you, Zikar, there's this feminine influence that's just kind of interrupting your ability to really listen to the true heart's desires. And I feel like this is something that you're really trying to tune into the heart center to find out what it is. But when you are, it's like this influence is coming in and it's blocking you from being able to hear. It's like you're hearing that voice instead of what the heart is trying to tell you. So that's something to really think about. Oh boy, we got. Yeah, perfect. Um, oh, perfect, Sandra. So, Zikar, the work that you need to be doing is you're not really doing it, you're avoiding it. And this work that needs to be done is really affecting the relationship. It's affecting you being able to connect with your true heart's desires. And it's also affecting your ability to meditate. So there's something that you need to confront, there's something that you need to get to the heart of to be able to move through this and really connect to that true heart's desires. You have your ancestors there. They're really trying to help you along on this journey that you're going through. And the other thing is there's this new beginning that's starting. It's a very healthy beginning. Things are going well with it. It's not really affected by this situation very much, but just allow the harness of this new beginning, this new, um, you know, this energy that this new beginning can bring in is so beautiful and positive, and you want to let that kind of drive you a little bit. And watch your words. Sometimes we're not speaking very positively, and that affects everything. And the other thing that's really interesting that's coming up here, and this is kind of in um, your connection between the physical world and the spiritual world, is there's just something that's not sitting right. You know, it's almost as though there are hard feelings that are not working right for you between your spirituality and your physical world. So I hope that makes sense for you, Zikar. I hope that makes sense for you. All right, Sheila is next. Sheila. Uh, so if anybody is that's watching wants to get a reading, just let me know and I will put you on my list. Oh, that's hilarious. That is funny. Oh, so I can see why that's you're not getting in touch with your true heart's desires because they're kind of getting mixed up by these other influences. That is hilarious. All right, so Sheila, you're next. And then Lindsay, you're after that. And then I don't have anybody else on my list. So Lindsay, reading for you next. Okay, so Lindsay, for you, here we go. We have some root chakra stuff coming up. We need to be doing more meditations around the root chakra. It's going to just help you kind of feel more secure and safe. Right now, you may not be feeling secure and safe. Sorry. Okay. This is for Sheila, isn't it? Yes, it is. Sheila, this is for you. Sorry, I confused there for a sec. Sheila, this is for you. Okay. So we have this root chakra that's feeling a little bit insecure. And we need to be doing some more meditation. We need to be grounding. You have this feminine influence that's kind of blocking this new beginning for you. So just be careful. Sometimes, you know, some people are just not out for our greater good. Okay, so we got this situation going on. We got ancestors. Okay. Man, that negativity rune is just all over the place today. All right, so there's going to be a need for you to make some choices, okay? But you want to be trying to find the choice that raises everybody up in vibration. All right, so you want to be able to really meditate and find what it is and make sure that you're clearing this sense of insecurity that you have down in the root center, because this is affecting how you're seeing everything. and that meditation is going to be so important. Yeah. And this is going to become really apparent around the next new moon. I'm telling you, this new moon that's coming up is going to throw everybody into a little bind here, I think. Because this insecurity that you're feeling in your root center is kind of bleeding into this situation. We're going to be it's going to be hard for you to see the path to take that's going to raise everybody up in vibration. And that's going to be really important to step out of this so that everybody is moving in a place of higher frequency and love and all of that. It's going to be really important. So yeah, that's what I have for you, Sheila. That's what I have for you. This new beginning, though, you got to get this lady out of the way, because, you know, this new beginning that's trying to come in is going to help you with these feelings of feeling grounded and secure in the world, but she's blocking it. So we need to put stuff in place there. Okay, so what do we got here? We got Lynette and Anita. And right now I'm going to read for Lindsay. Lindsay, you're next. Okay, Lindsay. All right. Okay. Interesting. So for you, this is a full moon. We've got about 3 weeks away. So remember, the first thing here is to remember that your internal world is creating your external world. Okay, so what you're feeling is manifesting around you. Especially around the next full moon, you're going to have manifestation powers a little stronger around the next full moon. It's going to be important for you to do your boundary work. So make sure that you're watching your boundaries, keeping your vibration high, doing whatever you need to keep your vibration high. There's going to be some forgiveness work to do, because there's some decisions to make, and we want to make sure that we're finding the path that raises everybody in vibration always. And sometimes what we need to be able to do that, to be able to find that path or those decisions, is to do the forgiveness work. So forgiveness work is so powerful, you know, and as long as we're holding an intention of forgiveness, we have the power to be able to just shift the way that we're thinking and seeing things. And that's going to help you to be able to see the best in everybody involved and the best situation for everybody that's involved. And that doesn't always look pretty for everybody, right? That's what we have to remember. We have expectations. So now the interesting thing that you may not be aware of is these expectations are actually manifesting themselves, and they're creating situations that, I mean, you're probably asking yourself, why does this keep happening to me? Why is this going on over and over again? And this is why. It's because you have these expectations, and these expectations are creating these situations to put it in your face, to tell you, hey, you got these expectations and they're not doing good for you. And so it's to allow yourself to the grace and forgiveness to just say, it's okay that you have these expectations. It's okay that, you know, not everything always works out, but this expectation to me feels like it stemmed from something in the past. So it's either a protection that you're trying to protect yourself. And that's what I'm getting, is that you're trying to protect yourself. But the situations that keep coming up are poking at you and saying, but you're not letting the love in somewhere. Okay, does that make sense to you, Lindsay? Let me know. Let me know. All right, Lynette, you're next. Lynette Eckart, you are up next. I just need to know you're paying attention. And then I also have Anita, and that'll be the end of my readings today. And I also just want to throw out there again that I have the Inner Child Womb to 18 Months class starting in January. If this is something that you are interested in, please let me know. I will tell you, womb work is very powerful work. It creates a lot of shifting, a lot of looking at things through different eyes, understanding more about our emotional patterns, our emotional core patterns. It's such powerful work doing inner child work, especially womb. So if that's something that you're interested in, please reach out to me and I would love to tell you more information about it. Okay, so next I'm reading for Lynette. Lynette. See what we have for you. Hey, Chris. Okay, so Lynette, if you were asking about something, it's fated to work out really well. There's something here about the need for you to find what it is that fills your cup. So making sure that you feel fulfilled in your world and what you're experiencing and what's going on with you, so that as you come to the world, you have lots more to offer. So we all have that habit or that, meditation or yoga or exercise or whatever it is for you. It's finding that thing that fills your cup. We have this new beginning starting. So it sounds like it's a really good beginning. It's off to a great start. So keep that up. What do we got? Remember, your internal world creates your external world. Continue doing meditations. And okay, so we're going to be taking up some new habits soon. And it's like around the next full moon, you're going to have an opportunity to become aware of some habits that are not serving you, right? So, and it's just an awareness. There's no steps towards making the changes yet. It's just that you're becoming aware, okay, this habit isn't serving me anymore, and you want to start taking steps to change it. Okay, so we have these expectations too, right? We want to be careful of our expectations. The thing about expectations is we're really just setting ourselves up for disappointment. So we want to make sure that our expectations are more on the discernment side of things. So we're discerning, we're not, having these high expectations that will leave us with disappointment. And there's some negative thinking going on. I don't have any supporting runes to tell me about how or what that negative thinking is bringing towards you, but there is some negative thinking. So journal. So when we are getting caught up and we can't, get a hold of it, write it down, just, pen to paper, just let it go. Your thoughts are not you. Your thoughts are programs running in the computer of your mind. So just get them down and burn the paper. You don't need to keep it. Once your mind gets it out on paper and finishes the thought, gets to the end of it, it's done, it's over. You don't need that anymore. So yeah, some journaling there for you. Okay, Lynette, let me know if that makes sense to you. Let me know if that makes sense to you. All right, Anita, you're next. Anita, are you still here? Yeah. Yes. So if anybody is interested in doing some deep, intense wound work. Oh, okay, Ralph. Yeah, sure. I'll read for you right now. Waiting for Anita. All right. So what I want you to do, Ralph, is just focus on the runes as I'm mixing them up here, send a question, or just do a general energy into it. Oh, perfect, Lynette, I'm happy to hear that. Okay, so let's see what we have for you, Ralph. And then I am going to, you're welcome, Lynette. And then I'm going to say that I'm done reading at the end of this reading for Ralph. Okay. All right. So Ralph. So we have a very important, we have some very important messages coming up in the heart center for you. There is some new habits that you're taking on. You're recognizing that taking on these new habits is what's best for everybody involved. And your heart is really starting to, you know, help guide you a little more than it probably has in the past. And I really want you to protect that, right? So that's going to be very important for you. Okay, so there's a need for you to be doing some more meditations. Oh, relationship. Okay, so we're making some changes for this relationship. This is good. This is really good. And make sure that you keep your boundaries strong. This new beginning is going really well. It's doing, you know, it's on a good path. Around the next full moon, your thinking is going to be a little off. You're going to really benefit from doing more meditations and even journaling if you can. So just writing things down, getting it out so it's not stuck here. So when we have thoughts that are stuck in our head, it's like, you know, we're on these loops and we just can't seem to get off the ride. Sometimes writing it out can really help that. There is a need for finding what it is that you need that fills your cup, because you want to make sure that as you're coming to the people and the situations in your life, that you have the energy that you need to be able to be authentic, be true to your heart, to who you are. It's going to be very important. I hope that makes sense to you. That makes sense to you, Ralph. Happiness. Absolutely. You know, when we are happy, we spread happiness all around, right? It's really important. Okay, so thank you everybody for watching. It's been a blast as usual. I'm going to be doing some more readings again in the new year. So I'm going to keep my Friday slot, but I also plan on adding another one in there. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and follow the page wherever you saw me so that you can catch me again if you need to. And I look forward to connecting with all of you again in the new year. Bye, everybody. Bye.